There are times in life when everything feels still. Not peaceful stillness, but the kind that makes a person feel as if they're caught in a place, stuck between where they are and where they wish they could be. It's a quiet kind of struggle, one that doesn't always show on the outside. See, on the surface, life can look normal. Responsibilities are met, routines are followed, and days continue to move forward. But internally, something feels stalled, something feels numb. You're stuck. Feeling stuck is more common than most people realize. It shows up in different ways and in different seasons of life. Sometimes it begins with routine, the same mornings, the same tasks, the same patterns repeated day after day. The autopilot takes over. Instead of living, a person begins to simply move through their days, checking boxes and fulfilling obligations without much purpose or passion. The world keeps spinning, but internally, nothing seems to shift. Other times, feeling stuck comes from uncertainty. Someone may know they want more fulfillment, direction, or meaning, but they have no idea where to start. The path forward seems foggy. Every possible step feels overwhelming. Instead of moving, they freeze, waiting for clarity that never seems to arrive. There are also moments when people feel stuck because they've poured their energy into something that no longer excites them. Like a career that once inspired them now feels draining. A relationship that once brought joy now feels distant. A dream that once felt alive now feels unreachable. And even though they know something needs to change, the weight of that change feels heavy, almost impossible to carry. In each of these situations, the experience is similar. Life feels like it's happening in slow motion while everyone else seems to be moving forward. The desire for progress is there, but the momentum is not. The mind becomes filled with questions like, why am I not motivated? Why do I feel stuck when nothing is really wrong? Is something missing, or is something wrong with me? Feeling stuck isn't a sign of failure. It's a part of the human experience. It's a signal, a quiet whisper from within that something needs attention. It might be a need for rest, a need for change, a need to reconnect with a part of yourself that's been lost beneath the weight of routine. Feeling stuck doesn't mean a person is broken. It means they've reached a point in their journey where something deeper is asking to be heard. And there is something important hidden inside the experience. The feeling of being stuck is temporary. Just as seasons shift, so do people. What feels motionless today often becomes the foundation for growth tomorrow. Stillness can create space. Space can create clarity. And clarity can create movement. Sometimes progress begins in the smallest moments, not in major life changes, but in gentle shifts, like a new habit, a single conversation, a walk outdoors, a moment of honesty with oneself, a willingness to question whether the current path still matches the person you're becoming. These subtle steps can slowly loosen the grip of stagnation and help life begin to move again. It's also important to remember that no one is alone in this experience. Everyone at some point feels stuck. Everyone questions their direction. Everyone moves through seasons where motivation fades and purpose feels distant. It doesn't make anyone weak. It makes them relatable, connected, and real. Life isn't meant to be a constant rush forward. There are times for action and times for stillness, times for growth and times for reflection, times when everything makes sense and times when nothing does. Feeling stuck is simply one of those times, a natural pause in the rhythm of being human. If you find yourself in a season like this, take a breath. Give yourself permission to feel it, to learn from it, and to trust that it will shift. Feeling stuck is just a moment that will pass, a moment that can teach, a moment that may be preparing them for something new. I know you felt it before, that spark to change. Maybe you decided to start exercising, eat better, or finally call someone you've been avoiding. For a while you're excited, you feel unstoppable. But then life happens. You slip back into your old routines, and before you know it, nothing's changed. Why does this happen? Well, if we understand patterns, change is natural, but real progress takes strategy, identity, and emotional power. Change is automatic. Progress is not. To live means growth happens or decay happens. There's no middle ground. But knowing this isn't enough to keep going when excuses pop up. Understanding why people don't change is crucial. To effect lasting change, the brain needs emotional leverage. We often react only when discomfort outweighs comfort. When change hurts more than staying the same, then we act. That's called hitting your emotional threshold. It's your inner "this has to change" moment. Now, once you get that spark, now you need a vision so compelling it pulls you forward. You need your identity to change, because most habits fight your sense of self. If deep down you believe, "I'm not that kind of person," progress fades. So what turns a spark into a permanent flame? First, we got to get clear on our vision and feel it. You don't change because you want something, you change because you feel that change is in your bones. Close your eyes and ask, what will my life look like after making this change? Feel the pride, the energy, the peace. That emotional pull becomes magnetic. And then secondly, raise your standards. You can choose discipline over momentary comfort every day. There's pain in discipline and there's pain in regret. But regret lasts longer. So ask yourself, will today's choice bring me closer to who I want to become or pull me back? Third is you need to shape your identity. Most people try to change what they do. The smarter move is to change who you believe you are. Each small choice is a vote for that new identity. If you say, "I'm a reader," then you'll make time for reading. If you say, "I'm someone who keeps promises," then you'll keep the promises you make to yourself. Speak differently, act differently, stack small wins so your identity shifts from the inside out. Fourth step is to immerse yourself in supporting habits. See, lasting change comes from rituals, not on and offs. If you want to become a writer, then create a habit of writing at 6 a.m. before checking your phone. Momentum isn't magic, it's built through small actions done consistently. And the last step is to create leverage and environment. This means surrounding yourself with people, places, and reminders that support your new path. So remove the snacks if you're avoiding junk food. If you want to stop scrolling before bed, keep your phone in a different room. Build external support that champions your internal change. Effective change isn't about trying, it's about mastery. And that means stop dabbling and start going all in. Whether it's health, work, or relationships, lasting change comes when you commit, consistently refine, and embrace growth as your identity. Motivation will falter, and willpower will weaken. But when your change becomes tied to who you are, your identity, then the path forward gets easier. You don't rely on feeling like it, you rely on being that person every day. So pick one change you're ready to live, not just attempt. Make the vision real, raise your standard, cast a tiny vote for the new you today. Set a ritual, shape your space, find one person to keep you honest. Change won't promise to be easy, but it will promise to be worth it. When you make this commitment to your future, to your identity, to the people you love, you stop relapsing and you start transforming. We've all had those moments when motivation strikes and uplifts. You watch an inspiring video, you read a powerful book, or listen to a speech that fires you up. And in that moment, you feel unstoppable. You say to yourself, this time will be different. I've got this. And for a while, things do change. You start working harder, pushing yourself, staying focused. But then life happens. The excitement fades, the old habits start creeping back, and suddenly you're right back where you started. And you're wondering, what's wrong with me? Why can't I stay consistent? Well, the answer is simple, because motivation is not enough. Motivation is a spark, and sparks are useful, but they don't last. If you want lasting transformation, you need something much deeper. You need identity. Identity is more powerful than motivation because identity shapes how you see yourself. Motivation says, I want to get fit. Identity says, I am the kind of person who takes care of my body. Motivation says, I want to grow my business. Identity says, I'm an entrepreneur who shows up daily no matter how I feel. Do you see the difference? Motivation depends on how you feel in the moment. Identity is about who you're becoming. And when you believe something is part of who you are, your actions naturally flow. Take smoking as an example. One person trying to quit says, I'm trying to stop smoking. Another person says, I don't smoke. The first is wrestling with motivation. The second has shifted their identity. One is trying, the other has decided. And it's that decision, the identity shift, that's what leads to lasting change. Now, you don't have to overhaul everything overnight to build a new identity. You build it one choice at a time. Each time you act in alignment with the person you want to become, you cast a vote for that identity. Want to be healthier? Each workout is a vote. Want to be more disciplined? Each time you keep a promise to yourself, you're proving it. Want to be more grateful? Well, each moment you pause to appreciate something, you're reinforcing that identity. Now don't worry, because a single missed day doesn't erase your identity. What matters is the pattern you're building over time. Growth isn't about flawless execution, it's about consistent direction. When motivation fades, your identity is what carries you through. Your habits, your values, your beliefs about yourself. These are the anchors that keep you steady when life gets messy. Take a look in the mirror and ask yourself, who do I want to become? Not just what goals do I want to hit, but who do I want to be at my core? If you want to build a growth identity, start small and act like the person you want to become. Think like the person you want to become, and then live in alignment with that answer. Remember, it's not about whether you feel motivation, because motivation comes and goes. The real question is, who am I choosing to be? And when your identity is rooted in growth, like when it's tied to your values and habits that reinforce who you want to become, you don't just change for a season, you change for a lifetime. You say you'd do anything for your kids. You'd fight for them, protect them, stay up all night when they're sick, work yourself to the bone so they never go without. But let me ask you something. Will you drink more water? Will you get enough sleep? Will you put your phone down and go for a walk? Will you stop eating food that steals your energy? Will you move your body and exercise so you don't burn out by 2 p.m.? Will you do those things? Because doing anything doesn't just mean the big sacrifices. It means the small, daily disciplines that no one claps for. But your kids notice. They see everything. The way you talk about yourself, the way you handle stress, the way you treat your body, the way you show up when things get hard. You're not just raising kids, you're shaping the definition of normal for someone else's life. Your energy affects them. Your mood affects them. Your habits affect them too. So when you say, I don't have time to take care of myself, what they hear is, being a parent means falling apart slowly and calling it love. But what if you showed them something better? What if you taught them that love includes self-respect? That taking care of others starts with taking care of yourself? What if you became the living, breathing example of balance, health, patience, and strength? Because your kids don't need a perfect parent, they need a present one, a healthy one with enough emotional bandwidth to listen and enough physical energy to show up. And I know it's not easy. You're tired. You've got work, chores, bills, and expectations. But you're not doing this instead of being a parent. You're doing this because you are one. Wake up a little earlier. Stretch while the coffee brews. Go for a walk instead of scrolling. Eat food that fuels you, not numbs you. Set boundaries. Say no to what drains you and yes to what builds you. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about returning to who you are when you're not stretched too thin. That version of you, the one who feels strong, steady, clear-minded, that's who your kids deserve. And that's what you deserve too. You don't need to be a fitness model. You don't need to be perfect, but you do need to be honest. If you say you do anything for them, then do the hard thing for you. The thing that doesn't get posted, the thing that no one else may see. Heal, grow, move, breathe. Speak kindly to yourself. Sleep, hydrate, fuel your body. Protect your peace. Do the things that give your children more of you, not just what's left of you. Because when your child looks back one day, they won't just remember the toys or the bedtime stories. They'll remember how you carried yourself. They'll remember what love looked like in action. And they'll learn to love themselves the same way. You say you'd do anything for your kids? Do this. You were never meant just to blend in. You were never meant to follow the exact path someone else walked. You were never meant to copy or change just to make other people comfortable. You were born to stand out. However, the world constantly pushes us to compare, to compete, to fit the mold. And that choosing to be yourself can feel like a risk. And we get caught to try and be like them, whoever they are. The ones who seem to have it all figured out. The ones with more followers, more success, more everything. So we start changing ourselves, our voice and our style. Not because we want to, but because we think we have to. But the reality is your uniqueness is your power. See, nobody on this earth has your story. Nobody has your exact perspective, your combination of strengths and struggles, and your flavor of creativity. And that thing you hide because you're afraid it's weird or different, well, that might be the exact thing someone else needs. That could be the light that inspires someone else to shine. Standing out doesn't mean shouting louder than everyone else. It means being bold enough to show up as you truly are. It means honoring your voice, your gifts, and your path, even if no one else gets it at first. Think about the people who've made a real impact in the world. The ones we remember, the ones who changed something. They didn't follow the crowd, they broke the mold. They chose to be different, and they did it on purpose. But in order to do that, it takes courage, it takes patience, and it takes trust that being yourself will take you further than pretending ever could. If you're ready to live your authentic self, start by paying attention to the things that light you up. What do you really care about? What excites you? What feels meaningful to you, even if it doesn't make sense to anyone else? Stop apologizing for your differences. Stop hiding your quirks, your passions, your opinions. Stop muting yourself to avoid judgment. You weren't made to be a copy. You were made to be an original. Your environment should be with people who see you, who appreciate you, not in spite of your uniqueness, but because of it. And if you don't have those people yet, keep being you. The right ones will find you. But you don't need people to validate your dreams, and you don't need the world to agree before you take your next step. The life you're building is yours, so own it. And when the self-doubt creeps in, remind yourself that blending in might feel safe, but it won't lead you to where you want to go. Your future isn't becoming like everyone else. Your future is in becoming fully yourself. Your uniqueness isn't something to fix. It's something to celebrate. Because it's your fingerprint. It's your gift. It's your edge. So go ahead, be bold, be brave, and be you. You ever look around and feel like everyone else is ahead of you? Like your friends are getting promoted, buying properties, building something big, and you're still trying to figure it out. Now it's easy to feel behind, but you're not behind. You're just on a different timeline. Life is not a race, and it's definitely not a straight line. We all start in different places, face different battles, and learn different lessons at different times. Some people hit their stride early, others take a little longer. And guess what? That's okay. That's real life. Social media makes it worse. You see someone's highlight reel and compare it to your current view. You see their wins, but not their worries. You see the celebration, but not the struggle. But your path, your timeline, it's yours for a reason. Just because your progress doesn't look like someone else's doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. A flower doesn't grow faster because it's next to another one. It blooms when it's ready, and so will you. We've been fed this invisible checklist. Graduate by 22, career at 25, married at 30, kids by 32, retire by 65. But that checklist isn't everyone's story. Some people build their dream life at 50. Others find their calling at 19. Some get it right the first time, and some fail 5 times before they figure it out. You're not late to your own life. You're arriving right on time for the lessons, the growth, the purpose that's meant for you. Some seasons feel like nothing's happening. You feel stuck, still, confused. But even when it feels like nothing is moving, you are growing. Every time you get back up, every time you stay kind in a storm, every time you choose not to quit, that's progress. Roots grow underground before anything blooms above the surface. And sometimes what feels like a delay is just preparation. Here are 4 ways to stop feeling behind and start owning your path. Number 1, unfollow the noise. If someone's content constantly makes you feel less than, well, mute it. Not because of jealousy, but because of your peace. Number 2, write your own definition of success. What does your version of a good life look like? Is it peace, purpose, travel, family? Define it so you stop chasing someone else's. Number 3, celebrate small wins. Because progress isn't just about the big moments. It's showing up, being honest, growing quietly. Every little step counts. And number 4, talk kindly to yourself. You're not lazy. You're not a failure. You're learning. You're growing. You're doing the best you can with what you know. And that counts. Your time is coming, so stay ready. Life isn't a race, it's a rhythm. And your rhythm is beautiful, even if it doesn't look like anyone else's. You're not too old, you're not too late, you're not behind, you're becoming. And when your moment comes, when the pieces click and the doors open, it'll be worth every slow step, every quiet day, and every lesson along the way.